Hi everyone. Today we will focus on Unit 1, the natural world, and Marwell Wildlife Park. When you go into the file, you will see that we have a test. Before you listen or before you watch the video, please do the test because we have some vocabulary exercises and this vocab will help you to understand the video better. Let's look at the test before we go on. As you see, we have a text. Can you please read the text here and then try to find the meanings of the words? To breed, exotic, and in question 3 we have matching activity, we have charity, reptile, dedicated, conservation, species, and endangered. You should match the words with their meanings. And as a last exercise, we have 4 words here: extinct, destroy, survive, and horn. You should match them with their meanings. Okay, this is the test. Before you watch the video, please do the test. Let's go back to the file. And now you should download the handout here. It is in your booklet as well. This is the handout. Before we watch, we should read the questions carefully. Let's read the questions together and then I will give you time to watch the lecture. The first question is this: where in England is Marwell Wildlife Park? And next question is a time question: when was it built? Third question: how many visitors come to the park? And you should name 4 animals you can see in the park. Any 4 animals you can see. Through the video you will see some animals. You can write 4 of them. Next question is about exotic animals. You should write at least 1 exotic animal, minimum 1 exotic animal, and at least 1 reptile. Next question, I think this is one of the most important questions here. Let me highlight the question. How is Marwell Park different from other zoos? What is the difference between this park and the zoos? Next question is about numbers. What do these numbers represent? 3,000, 250, and 30. You should write here what they represent. Next question: how does the speaker define habitat? You should write the definition of habitat according to the speaker. And next question: what are 2 factors? We will hear some factors and you should write 2 factors for destroying the habitats. And next question is another important one. How is Marwell Park different from other parks? Here we talked about from other zoos and here from other parks. Last question: compare Marwell Park now and how was it in the past? You should write just 2 details here. And please be careful that you should watch the video until this time. You should pause there. And then we have some different questions for the rest. Okay, on your course page, you can find the video in your listening to media album. And the video is here, Marwell Wildlife Park. Now, can you please pause the recording and watch the video twice and try to answer the questions. Now, I assume that you have watched the video, so let's look at the questions and answers together. As you see, the first question is about the place and where in England. Here, A is correct answer, Hampshire. And when was it built? And as you see here, it was started in 1972. It was built in 1972. How many visitors come to the park? 500,000 people come here every year. And next question, name 4 animals you can see in the park. Giraffes, tigers, monkeys, rhinos. We heard also flamingos, birds. You can also write them because there is not a limitation here. Next question, name at least 1 exotic animal. Here we have 3 exotic animals. If you just write one of them, that's enough. Snow leopard, Somali wild ass, and the ring-tailed coati. You should write one of them. And next question, name at least 1 reptile. Here we heard and saw actually just 1 reptile. This is great tree python. And as I said, this question is important. How is Marwell Park different from other zoos? What's special about Marwell Park? And Marwell Park is a charity. If you just write charity, that's enough actually, it's a charity. If you want to explain what kind of charity, then that's okay as well. The conservation of different species of animals. For the protection of animals. If you want, you can write it. And what do these numbers represent? Let's look at the first number, 3,000. It is Gravy's zebra population. The first one, Gravy's zebra population. Next one, 250. It is Siberian tiger's population. And last one, 30. It is leopard, it's about leopard actually. Only 30 pairs of leopard adults or adults leopards, whatever. You should include pairs here because it is important. And next question, how does the speaker define habitat? It is here, the places they live in. Places animals live. This is the definition. And what are 2 factors for destroying their habitats? Humans and climate change. Next question, how is Marwell Park different from other parks? Here we have 2 options. The first one, live and breed safely. This is one possibility. And next one, they have lots of space. If you write just one of them, that's enough for this question. And last one, compare Marwell Park now and how was it in the past. You should write 2 details. The first detail is this, it was smaller, okay, and it had fewer animals. 2 details here. If you want to write it has grown from 120 acres to 150 whatever, it's okay. But if you just write it was smaller and had fewer animals, that's okay. And yeah, for this part, that's all. Now, you should watch the rest of the video. Okay, for the rest of the video, we have 9 questions here. Let's look at the questions together again. The first question, how many different species are there in Marwell Park? How many animals live in the park? Why? Now, this is the question. Why is Marwell Park important? What is the importance of this park? What is a Scimitar-oryx? Actually, you will see and hear it a lot. Where did it used to live? This is important, okay? In the past. Where did it used to live? A true or false statement. Scimitar-oryx can be found in the wild in North Africa. You should listen carefully and you should write true or false for this sentence. Next question, What for was the scimitar oryx hunted? We have mistake here. It should be hunted. Yeah. Where have the newborn scimitar oryxes been released? Okay, where? And next question, why does Marwell Park have a breeding program? You know, breeding means having babies. So why this park has a kind of a breeding program? Okay, these are the questions. Now, please watch the rest of the video. Pause the recording. Okay, let's look at the answers. How many different species are there in Marwell Park? There are 235 different species. And how many animals live in Marwell Park? In total, 1,200 animals live in the park. Next question, why is Marwell Park important? If it weren't for Marwell Wildlife's conservation work, many of these animals would be extinct in the wild. This part is important actually. Many of these animals would die out, would be extinct. Okay. And what is scimitar oryx? Scimitar oryx is a type of antelope. Where did it used to live? It used to live in the past all over North Africa. Okay, where did it used to live? In North Africa, all over North Africa. And next one, true or false? Scimitar oryx can be found in the wild in North Africa. Actually, this sentence is not correct. This is false. Why? Because scimitar oryx can be found in North Africa. No, not now. It was found in North Africa in the past. It used to live there, not now. So this sentence is false. Next question, what for was the scimitar oryx hunted? It was hunted for large horns. Where have the newborn scimitar oryxes been released? And in Tunisia. This is the correct answer. And next question, why does Marwell Park have a breeding program? Actually, this answer is similar to which question? Similar to third question. Why this park has a kind of breeding program? Because if Marwell Park didn't help, many of these amazing animals would die out completely. Okay, these are the answers for these questions. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Take care.